Visiting the city of Agra in northern India, the Taj Mahal and the Red Fort is an experience of a lifetime. Join me on this tour. The Taj Mahal is not that old. It was built between 1631 and 1654, taking 22,000 people under the Mughal Emperor Shahjehan to construct. It's been declared a World Heritage Site. A panoramic view with the Taj Mahal in the center. I love the aerial view showing the location of the Taj Mahal on the river. Notice it's surrounded by two mirror mosques on the left and the right. The Taj combines Indian, Islamic and Persian architecture to represent one of the finest examples of Mughal architecture. It says that the Taj Mahal is a testament to a love story. Shahjehan, ruler of the Mughal Empire, built it as a memorial and tomb for his wife. There's perfectly symmetrical gardens, reflecting pools, and in these are precious stones. It's said to represent a garden of paradise. Local Indian information provided on a marble slab is a bit hard to digest. There's way too much of it in too small a font. A local map of Agra. You can see the train station to the left. The Red Fort on the river is the bottom right. This map is much clearer. The Taj Mahal is located at the bottom south side of the river, with Agra Fort over to the west side on the bend. A beautiful panoramic view showing the location of the Taj on the river. Early tourist accounts describe bodies floating down the river being pecked at by birds, but the river's been cleaned up and it's quite scenic now. I do like the sunset view. A beautiful sunset shot with the reflection of the Taj on the river. This Google satellite photograph shows the airport, and over to the east is the river with the Red Fort directly on the bend. We'll wander across to the Red Fort. It's one of the seven wonders of the world. It's probably one of the more publicized tourist destinies of anywhere in the world. There's a huge number of books available. I glanced at a few of the many books and publications on Agra, the Taj, and Agra Fort. A very large poster advertising Agra and the Taj Mahal. The Taj is probably one of the more frequently photographed sites. It's been immortalized in postcards for the last 2 centuries. For a bit of fun, let's take a look at some of these old colonial postcards. I love the early sketch of the mosque. Another early engraving from a different angle than is traditional. An early 19th century or maybe even an 18th century etching or engraving. Another British engraving from the 18th or early 19th century. A picture postcard that predates color. All these early postcards are somewhat the same. They're all taken looking along the garden at the Taj. This one's a bit of an exception, different angle. An early engraving of the gatehouse to the Taj. Another early British engraving. A book of postcards illustrating the mosque. Yet another early postcard. This postcard illustrates the wall surrounding the Taj Mahal. We'll move on from the Taj to a structure called the Red Fort, or the Agra Fort. It's a monument to the Mughals, built of red sandstone, taking up 2.5 kilometers of enclosing wall. It's got fairy tale palaces. Agra Fort is situated directly on the Yamuna River and gives a beautiful view of the Taj Mahal. The walls are 21 meters high, and it's a very substantial enclosure. There's 2 gates, the main gate being the Delhi Gate, and the other one called the Lahore Gate. This map shows the various mosques and palaces inside the Red Fort, and I'm not going to go through them all. I'll try to give you a brief impression of what the overall structure is like. This is a Google satellite view looking straight down on the Red Fort. You can see the Yamuna River off to the right. This early 19th century British engraving shows that the Red Fort's been used for a very long time as a military structure. Another early British 19th century engraving showing the Taj Mahal on the Yamuna River in the far horizon. A very early postcard illustrating the very high walls. Once again, the Indian inscriptions on a tablet of marble are a bit hard to take in. They need to be